Good morning, cadets. In the last session, we have discussed about time period of satellite revolving around the Earth. We discussed about Earth satellites, artificial satellite, then natural satellite like Moon, right? We discussed about the types of satellites, geostationary satellite and polar satellites. Okay, that we are going to discuss at the end in detail. So the polar satellites are the ones which are very close to the surface of the Earth. So for such a satellite which are very close to the surface of the Earth, hardly 500 kilometer to 800 kilometer distance from the surface of the Earth, their distance will be 500 kilometer to 800 kilometer. So for such satellites whose distance is h 500 to 800 kilometer distance, we neglect the height h and we calculated time period of revolution of these planets around the Earth. It is calculated to be around about 85 minutes. You can just remember 85 to 100 minutes, roughly 1.5 hours. 85 to 100 minutes. So 100 minutes is the time period of revolution of these polar satellites which revolve around the polar axis of our Earth. Okay, that we will discuss in detail later. And we discussed orbital speed also. Now today we will calculate what is the total energy of an orbiting satellite. Energy calculation, right? The total mechanical energy of a satellite, total mechanical energy of a satellite is sum of again kinetic and potential energy. So we will calculate total mechanical energy of orbiting satellite. Orbiting satellite means revolving satellite. Is equal to mechanical energy. I write directly ME. Mechanical energy ME is equal to KE. Kinetic energy plus PE. That is potential energy. Now consider a satellite of mass m which is at height h from the surface of the Earth. I have drawn diagram of Earth and this is the surface of the Earth. From this surface of the Earth, consider there is a satellite which is orbiting around the surface of the Earth. Let us say in a circular orbit. Okay, first we will consider a satellite revolving around the Earth in circular orbit at a height h from the surface of the Earth. Let m be the mass of the satellite and v tangential direction gives us orbital velocity, which we have already found out, right? So first we will find out what is kinetic energy. Kinetic energy of orbiting satellite is given by half mv square, right? And in the previous discussion we have discussed about this mv square and we have found out orbital speed. If you don't remember, directly we can apply this orbital speed is because of the gravitational force. The centripetal force must be equal to the gravitational force. The gravitational force provides the necessary centripetal force. Here mv square by re plus h. What is re plus h here? Re plus h is the orbital radius. Orbital radius of this satellite. mv square upon radius is equal to gme m upon re plus h whole square. Re plus h whole square. So re plus h cancels with one re plus h. So you are left with only re plus h on the right hand side. We want half mv square, right? Just substitute this here. So this gives us gme m upon re plus h. So dividing this by 2, we get half mv square, that is nothing but the kinetic energy of this orbiting satellite at this height. So that I am going to substitute gmem upon re plus h 2 times. That is half of gmem upon re plus h. This becomes kinetic energy for this equation number 1. Now we will use directly the equation for potential energy. Potential So we can write it as K plus Q. So first we have to know about K, kinetic energy. Now we find out potential energy, which we have already calculated earlier. This is always negative. GMEM upon RE plus H with negative sign. See the difference here. Here kinetic energy is always positive, potential energy is always negative, and highest potential energy will be 0. Okay, and if any object possesses positive potential energy, means it is not bound to the earth, it will be away from the earth. That's what we are going to conclude finally when we get the total mechanical energy. So substitute this equation 1 and equation 2 in the main equation of mechanical energy. Therefore total energy of orbiting satellite at height h is total energy ME, mechanical energy, is equal to 1 plus 2 GMEM upon 2 times RE plus H, right, minus GMEM upon RE plus H. So take out this GMEM upon RE plus H common, then you are left with half minus 1. So that becomes GMEM upon RE plus H into bracket half minus 1. So half minus 1 gives us minus half. Therefore total mechanical energy, I can write here in the box. Therefore total mechanical energy of orbiting satellite is equal to minus half GMEM upon 2 times RE plus H. RE plus H. So this is the total mechanical energy. So total energy of orbiting satellite is negative. What does it show? The negative symbol. The negative symbol is to show that the satellite is bound to earth. It is not free to go away from the earth. So the negative sign symbolizes that the satellite is bound to earth. It is bound to earth by attractive gravitational force. By attractive gravitational force. Attractive gravitational force. So suppose by error, if you neglect this minus sign, negative sign, then you are committing a huge mistake. Means that satellite is not bound to the earth at all. It is not revolving around the earth. Therefore, remember, total mechanical energy is always negative. So the negative sign shows that the satellite is under the gravitational interaction of the earth, and the gravitational force of the earth provides it the necessary centripetal force. Therefore, since the force is attractive in nature, the total energy of an orbiting satellite is also negative, minus GMEM upon 2 times RE plus H. Okay. Now we can compare this total mechanical energy with the kinetic energy. Look at this. The kinetic energy of the orbiting satellite is positive, whereas same value is there, but its magnitude of kinetic energy and magnitude of total energy are same. Magnitudes are same, but total energy is negative, whereas kinetic energy is positive. That is one thing. Then compare this total mechanical energy with the potential energy at this height. Potential energy at this height, which is again same symbol is there, minus GMEM upon RE plus H, whereas total energy is half of that. So total potential energy is 2 times. Total potential energy is 2 times the total mechanical energy, and kinetic energy has positive value of total mechanical energy, since total mechanical energy is negative. This is how we conclude from the energy calculations. So we will write the concluding statements. So we can conclude here that total energy minus GMEM upon 2 RE plus H, whereas kinetic energy is the same value with positive GMEM upon 2 times RE plus H, whereas potential energy is minus GMEM upon RE plus H. So from this what we can conclude is that potential energy U is 2 times, U is minus 2 times minus 2 times kinetic energy, minus 2 times, you can see minus 2 times kinetic energy, and minus 2 times kinetic energy, that's 2, and potential energy is also equal to 2 times total energy, total mechanical energy. See here, 2 times total mechanical energy. Total mechanical energy is half of, that's the meaning, means mechanical energy is half of potential energy, half of potential energy. That is, you can write directly divided. Now let us solve one problem based on this, then the things will be clear. Okay. Okay, now look at this problem. There is a satellite, 400 kg satellite, is in circular orbit of radius 2 times RE. I have just drawn a small diagram. This is the Earth of radius RE, and there is a satellite of 400 kg. Mass is 400 kg, which is at an orbital radius of 2 times radius of the Earth. So from here to the center of Earth, the orbital radius is 2RE. Okay. How much energy is required to transfer it to a circular orbit of radius 4RE if the same satellite is to be lifted and kept into a circular orbit of 4RE radius? 2 plus 2. Yes, suppose it is to be lifted and shifted over here, so that this radius is 4RE from the center. Then how much is the energy required to shift it? So we need to consider the energy equations which we have just now discussed. Energy equations. First we will write what is the energy of the satellite when it is at an orbital radius of 2RE. Initial energy, initial mechanical energy of the satellite at orbital radius 2RE. So we can write initial energy EI. EI is equal to, using that previous knowledge which we have derived, total mechanical energy minus GMEM upon RE plus H. That is 2 times RE plus H when it is at 2 times RE plus H, when it is at height h. Now substitute this height h is equal to RE. Here h is equal to RE. So if you substitute h is equal to RE, then it becomes RE plus RE 2RE minus GMEM upon 2 times 2RE. RE plus h. RE plus RE becomes 2RE. 2RE into 2RE becomes 4RE. So thus it becomes minus GMEM upon 4 times radius, right? Upon this equation 1. When the same satellite is put into an orbit of radius 4RE, then when transferred to an orbit of radius 4RE, then what is final energy? Final energy, its final energy, now becomes EF is equal to, right, minus GMEM upon RE plus 3RE. When it is shifted to 4RE radius, from the surface it is at 1RE plus 2RE, so it becomes 4RE. So we can write minus, okay, already I have done, 2 times RE plus 3RE. Total radius is 4RE, so from the surface of the earth the height is 3RE. Height is 3RE. Therefore, it becomes 3 plus 1 4. 4 to the 8. So it becomes minus GMEM upon 4 to the 8. 8 RE. So this will be called as equation number 2. Now what is the energy required to transfer? So we have to take the difference in energy. So difference in energy, therefore energy required to transfer. Delta E is equal to EF minus ER. Final energy minus initial energy. So final energy is minus G times MEM upon 8RE minus this one, minus of G times minus GMEM upon 4RE. So thus minus of minus becomes plus. Therefore I can calculate here delta E is therefore equal to we can take out minus GMEM upon 4RE as common. So if you take out this, then you are left with 1 by 2 minus 1. 1 by 2 minus 1. So that minus of minus will be plus over there, right? So if you take this difference, this becomes minus half. Minus half into minus becomes plus. So we get plus GMEM upon 4 to the 8. 8 RE. GMEM upon 8 RE. This becomes total energy required to shift it from a radius of 2RE to a radius of 4RE. So this is in terms of total energy. Now if we substitute the values, we get 6.67 into 10 to the power of minus 11, and mass of Earth, we take 6.4 into 10 to the power of mass of Earth 6 into 10 to the power of 24 kg. Mass of Earth is given 6 into 10 to the power of 24 kg. Directly we can calculate, or we can make it simple. Still we can simplify this. Simplification is here. Multiplying and dividing by RE. GMEM. RE. The 8 is there. Multiplying and dividing by RE. So it becomes RE square in the denominator. RE square in the denominator. So we know GMEM upon RE square as GME upon RE square as small g. So it becomes, you can write this m separately. Put this bracket. So GME upon RE square is small g. Small g into m into RE divided by 8 divided by 8. So that now we can directly substitute the value of acceleration due to gravity and I can calculate delta E. Delta E is therefore equal to 9.8, that is acceleration due to gravity, mass of satellite 400 kg into radius of Earth 6.4 into 10 to the power of 6 meter divided by 8. So if you cancel this 8 ones are 8 50s are 8 ones are 8 5s are and 8 6s are. We get equation, that is we get a value that is given by 3.13 into 10 raised to 9 joules. 3.13 into 10 raised to 9 joules. Means here you see, in order to do the work to shift this satellite from radius 2 RE to radius 4 RE, we have to do positive work. The work that we are going to do in shifting this satellite from radius of 2 RE to radius of 4 RE is positive work, right? It is a positive work done. Whereas, if you calculate the energy differences, kinetic energy difference and potential energy difference, using that relations, we can now write. So, now if you take the energy difference, energy of the satellite in the second orbit to the energy of the satellite in the first orbit. If you take that, then it becomes EI minus EF. That energy difference becomes minus 3.13 into 10 to the power of 9 joules. 3.13 into 10 to the power of 9 joules. I think you understand the problem. Okay? Suppose the satellite falls back from 4 RE radius to radius of 2 RE, then the energy difference will be minus 3.13 into 10 to the power of 9 joules. Okay. Now with that we can calculate the potential energy difference. Potential energy difference, I'll write the other side. Easy to follow. Look here, since kinetic energy, you see, kinetic energy is negative of this total energy, negative of total mechanical energy. So we got the total mechanical energy as 3.13 into 10 to the power of 9 joules. Therefore, I can write directly using this equation, change in kinetic energy. Change in kinetic energy is given by delta K. Delta K equal to Kf minus Ki. Kf minus Ki. So Kf minus Ki, if you calculate, it comes out to be minus 3 times same value. Minus of total mechanical energy. Total mechanical energy is positive here. Minus of 3.13 into 10 to the power of 9 joules. Right? So what does it indicate? As you go to the higher altitude, as you go to the orbit of higher and higher radius, higher and higher height, the kinetic energy decreases. It means orbital velocity of the satellite goes on decreasing as you go to the higher and higher altitudes, because you see, as h increases, then the denominator increases. As denominator increases, kinetic energy decreases. That is evident from this calculation also. As you go to the orbits of radius of higher and higher value, larger and larger altitude, then kinetic energy goes on decreasing. Vice versa, as you come closer and closer to the surface of the earth, to an altitude of lower value of height, as h decreases, then kinetic energy increases. So kinetic energy increases means mass of the satellite is same. So only difference that is going to happen is velocity. So as you go to the higher and higher altitudes, the satellite will revolve with lower and lower speed, orbital speed. As you come closer and closer to the surface of the earth, the orbital speed of the satellite keeps on increasing. This is the very important conclusion. Now next, change in potential energy. Change in potential energy. So can be written as delta Q. See here, it is 2 times the 2 times kinetic energy. See here, 2 times kinetic energy. Potential energy definitely increases. So it is also 2 times mechanical energy. 2 times mechanical energy means 2 into 3.13 into 10 raised to 6 joules. So therefore it becomes 6.26 into 10 raised to 9 joules. So as you go to the higher and higher altitudes, the negative value of potential energy goes on decreasing. What does it mean? Negative value of potential energy goes on decreasing means it is going to approach zero value. So potential energy keeps on increasing. So this is very important conclusion from this particular calculation. Okay. In the next video session, we will discuss about the types of satellites. As I told you, there are 2 types of artificial satellites. One is a geostationary satellite, another one is polar satellite. Geostationary satellite is the satellite which revolves around the equatorial plane of the earth. It revolves around the equatorial plane of the earth. Suppose this is the earth and this is the equatorial plane. You know, this is the equatorial plane, equator. The plane which includes the equator is called as equatorial plane. That is, covers east-west diameter, right? So this satellite revolves around this equatorial plane. This is called as geostationary satellite. And the satellite which revolves around the polar axis, this is the polar axis, north-south. The axis about which the earth revolves, the axis about which the earth rotates about its own axis, that is polar axis, north-south axis. So the satellites which revolve around the polar axis, they are called as polar satellites. This is north-south polar axis. So these satellites are called polar axis. So we are going to study about the time period of evolution of geostationary satellite and polar satellites and their applications. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day.